Hey besties, it's Rosie. Besties, I have been undergoing some insane spiritual initiations lately. The upgrades and the dream time activities and even the in real life activities have been at an all-time high for me, and my system is having a little trouble keeping up. So I am channeling a message for the others in my collective that are experiencing the same. If you're experiencing increased hunger, lethargy, tiredness, thirst, if you just kind of feel like you're not getting what it is you need and you're not quite sure why, this message is likely for you. So bestie, what I'm getting is that you might be feeling a little bit confused about your progress in life right now, or higher level, your progress spiritually. And it's because you are in a holding cell right now. You're in a waiting period. You are in a realm between realms. That Jimmy Eat World song, The Middle, is playing in my head right now. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. So where we are right now is not an endpoint. It's not a stopping place. We are just simply resting here because the veil has not thinned enough for us to break through to the other side. So the cards that I pulled for this are Dragon's Hoard, Protecting the Future, Empty Well, Time to Replenish, and the Wall, Obstacles. So bestie, I want to show you this Wall card because as you can see, there is an opening. There is an opening here. But what you're failing to realize and why you might be feeling so frustrated right now is while you can see the opening, you are not yet strong enough. You have not fortified yourself enough to pass through. And you might be frustrated with that because you're like, I can definitely get through that opening. But what you're failing to recognize is that what will be required of you on the other side of that opening, you have not quite regained your strength enough to be able to face that. So even though you might be able to see that opening right now, you need to have patience in yourself and trust the process of this journey because you are meant to be fortifying yourself right now so that you can withstand what is coming next on the other side of that keyhole opening. Bestie, I've been having a pretty telltale dream time. My dreams have really been helping me tap into what exactly it is that I'm doing, because without them, I'm not sure that I would have the awareness of the significance of all the spiritual shifts that I've been undergoing. Yes, absolutely. There are a lot of guides walking with you at this time, whether or not you have any awareness of them, and the majority of the guides that are walking with you right now are ancestral. They are people from your ancestral line, whether the one that you have incarnated in right now or ones you've had in other lifetimes, because I'm seeing this image in my head of like a meeting point, a circle in the middle where all of these threads from all of these different timelines, whether in this lifetime or in others, are kind of meeting at this place, and you're acting as like this anchor place where all of these threads are coming together to be either rewoven into something useful, to be dissolved, to be forever changed, to release some members of your lineage that have been trapped within these distorted threads for a very long time. So what you're doing right now, your soul is doing very intentionally, but your human self will have varying awareness of the intricacies and the nuance of what is actually going on. Spirit, what can you tell us about this? Bestie, right now you are in the process of healing. This is like a heart healing activation, but not in the normal sense. This is more like the parts of you that have stayed small, that have performed to be loved and accepted by others. Those parts of you are slowly dying off. This is like someone tying like a tight string around something so that it kind of loses its blood flow and falls off. Like that's what's happening to you right now. There are these parts of you that you have buried over timelines, over lifetimes, over endless distortions that are still silently seeking the approval of others. And in order for you to truly embody your highest version of self in this lifetime, you are going to have to let go of all need of external validation. Any part of you that is desiring to be loved to the point that you are willing to change parts of yourself or hide parts of yourself or forego having needs met that you know need to be met, that you deserve to have met, just so you can keep someone around you that is maybe meeting some of those needs, but not all of them. And bestie, that's not to say that every person in our life is meant to meet all of our needs, but I'm speaking to a collective here who has a pattern of this, a long-standing pattern, and usually not only within themselves, but you will see this in other members of your lineage too. The people surrounding you will also do stuff like this. They might do it in their work. They might do it in their home. They might do it in their familial relationships. Someone is not being authentic, and the reason they're not being authentic is because they think if they were to be authentic, that they would lose the love or approval of someone else. And that is simply not a pattern that we want to carry with us. So, Spirit, what's on the other side of healing this pattern? What's on the other side of when we finally regain our strength and are able to pass through this keyhole opening? Okay, I love this. So what's on the other side of this is we will finally align with like fortune's wheel turning. We will finally be back in alignment with divine timing, and things in our life can finally start working together. Flow can finally regain its hold in our life, and we can actually just tap into that divine feminine energy and be aligned with things that are for us instead of having to scratch and claw our way to them. This idea that we have to fight for things, that we have to suffer for things, will be shed through this alchemical process. And on the other side of that, there will be much more ease in our journey. We will not have these underlying core distortions in our field telling us in every moment that we have to act out of character in order to get the things that we want. On the other side of this, I'm seeing that the connections that we make, this might require us leaving some behind, ones that are not honoring our soul's fullness. But on the other side of that, the connections that we make from this healed place will be very much in alignment. They too will be people who stand in their full power and their full authenticity, and will be able to meet ours in its fullness instead of asking us, whether in words or in energy, to dim ourselves in order to receive their love. I love you, bestie. Take care of yourself.